Welcome back to the Life, Unity, and Freedom channel. I am your host, Max. So, just to be clear, for all those supporters of the current Trump regime, MAGA, far right wing, Christian nationalist, you name it, everybody that's pro oligarchy, pro Trump being a king, anybody that's pro Trump, pro Putin, pro Kim Jong Un, or you name it, pro authoritarian. Just to be clear, let me go over what fascism is. Just to be clear. So, and this is information that all of us have access to. So if you're pro oligarchy, which Trump is part of the oligarchy since he's a rich billionaire, like Elon Musk, like Jeff Bezos, all of them are oligarchs. And all they want is power and control, the same way as Trump. So, just so you know what fascism means, Fascism is a far-right, authoritarian, and ultra-nationalist political ideology defined by a dictatorial leader. The forcible suppression of opposition and the subordination of individual interests for the perceived good of the nation or a specific race. It first rose to prominence in the early 20th century Europe, most notably in Italy and Germany. The term comes from the Italian word fascisio, meaning bundle or group, which was associated with the ancient Roman fasces, a bundle of rods and an axe that symbolized a magistrate authority and strength through unity. Core characteristics of fascism. While the exact definition of fascism is often debated by scholars, certain common characteristics are consistently identified. Dictatorial leadership. Fascist states are led by a single, all-powerful figure who cultivates a cult personality. In Nazi Germany, Fortschrittsprincip asserted that the leader's word was above all written law. Sounds familiar? Hypernationalism, extreme pride and loyalty to the nation are central tenets. This often involves a belief in the nation's superiority and a focus on restoring a mythical, glorious past. Sounds familiar? MAGA. Militarism and violence. Again, what are we seeing now in the streets? Fascism glorifies military power and uses violence as a political tool to achieve national rejuvenation. Paramilitary forces are often used to intimidate, eliminate political rivals. Isn't that what we're seeing now in Chicago and in many other states? Suppression of opposition. Fascist regimes are totalitarian, one-party states that actively suppress and eliminate political opponents, free media, and intellectual dissent. You get the picture. So, for all of you guys that support and love Trump so much, that's what fascism is. Exactly what he is doing is fascism. Now, so that you can go ahead and understand the differences. Anti-fascism. Anti-fascism is a political movement in opposition to fascist ideologies, groups, and individuals. Beginning in European countries in the 1920s, it was at its most significant shortly before and during World War II, where the Axis powers were opposed by many countries forming the Allies of World War II and dozens of resistance movements worldwide. Anti-fascism has been an element of movements across the political spectrum and holding many different political positions such as anarchism, communism, pacifism, republicanism, social democracy, socialism, and syndicalism, as well as centrist, conservative, liberal, and nationalist viewpoints. Fascism, a far-right ultra-nationalistic ideology best known for its use by the Italian fascists and so on. So we went over that information. So there you have it. Fascism is what we talked about initially, and anti-fascism is what we talked secondly. Is the yin and the yang. Fascism is the evil, and anti-fascism is the good. Fascism is the devil, anti-fascism is God. It's the easiest way I can put it for you MAGA supporters and Trump supporters that don't seem to understand the differences, or maybe it's just that you in fact are fascist and racist, and you're pro everything that the regime, current regime right now is all about. It's as clear as day. There shouldn't be any confusion as what is what. If you're okay with everything that's happening now, that Trump is sending military to different cities and states, and you think that's right, if you think that what ICE and Border Patrol are doing, that are masked individuals that don't provide you your name and things of that nature, then you're pro-fascism. And no, it's not a good thing. Just read your history. What did the Nazis do? They didn't do anything good. You might think, oh yeah, they were so cool and that's why Trump is cool. Okay, you might think that because you were not involved in that situation. You were not the one being oppressed in that situation. Because put yourself there. If you were there in World War II and you were being held against your own will by the Nazis and your families were killed by the Nazis, you think you would be pro-fascism? I doubt it. So just do your research and have the understanding that it is not a good thing. Fascists are not a good thing, and that's what's happening here. It's as simple as that. Just look. We all have access to the same information. Just look at the information. Don't just follow a fake leader blindly. Do your research. You owe it to yourself and your country to do your own research. It doesn't take you but 5 minutes. And you know what? All of us at one point or another are wrong about something or another. All of us. The only way we learn is by making mistakes. So you know what? If you are a Trump supporter and you fucked up and you were wrong, and now you understand what he's all about, and you're wrong, hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong to admit that you were wrong, but just correct your action. Correct it. Don't keep on following, a false leader that doesn't want the good of the country. He only wants the good of himself. And to all you Trump supporters, he's not going to take you under his wing. He's just using you. And that's just the way it is. And that's the way it's always going to be with him. He was born rich. Remember, Trump was born rich. He was born with a silver spoon up his ass. He was given everything. He does not know what the working class means. He does not give a crap about the working class or poor people in America. He does not have humanity in him. Why would you want to support a guy like that in his regime? Just think about it. Just think about it. All right. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of the Live Unity and Freedom channel. I am your host, Max. Hope that everybody stays safe. Take care of yourselves. Peace to everybody. And until the next episode. Thanks for all the support.